be too nice to women. A secret revealed from Stoicism that you've never heard. Have you ever stopped to consider that being overly kind could actually be a hindrance in your relationships? Today, we'll dive deep into the puzzle of nice guys. These men often see themselves as ideal partners, the kind every woman dreams of. But is kindness alone enough to stand out, or does this mindset actually sabotage their chances more than the so-called jerks they often criticize? In this discussion, we'll unpack a fascinating concept rooted in ancient Stoic philosophy that might completely transform how you interact with women. Stoicism, a philosophy built on the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, challenges us to rethink our approach to being a nice guy. We'll explore how being too agreeable can sometimes lead to a lack of genuine connection and respect. By applying Stoic principles, you can cultivate a more balanced approach where your actions are not just kind, but also wise and just. This shift not only improves your relationships, but also aligns you more closely with your core values, leading to a more fulfilling life. So, whether you feel overlooked despite your kindness, or are simply curious about enhancing your interpersonal dynamics through Stoicism, this video is for you. Before we dive in, Stoic Path would greatly appreciate it if you could give this video a like and subscribe to the Stoic Path channel. Stick around to the end, as every point matters and might uncover new insights for you. All right, Stoic Path invites you. Let's get started. Kindness isn't everything. Many nice guys fall into the trap of believing their kindness will automatically secure a romantic relationship. This belief, though well-intentioned, often leads to disappointment. Stoicism teaches us to act ethically without expecting a specific outcome. While respect and proper behavior are wonderful, they rarely guarantee romantic interest. Kindness is a great quality, but alone, it can't spark romance. If you focus solely on being a nice guy, it can actually work against you. Women may appreciate kind men, enjoy their company, and see them as great friends or listeners. However, that doesn't necessarily translate to romantic attraction. There's no romantic thrill in just being kind. It doesn't create the tension or chemistry needed for a romantic relationship. Remember, kindness shouldn't come with expectations of romance. Thinking otherwise can seem unattractive or even manipulative. From a Stoic perspective, it's crucial to remember that your actions should stem from virtue and integrity, not from hope for a specific outcome. If you're kind just to win someone over, it raises the question, are you truly kind, or are you using kindness as a strategy? This approach can be seen as manipulative and inauthentic, which undermines genuine relationships. A Stoic man strives to be kind and virtuous because it's the right thing to do, not because he expects a reward. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of acting with good intentions regardless of the outcome. When you apply this to your interactions with women, it means being kind and respectful without expecting anything in return. True kindness is selfless and comes with no strings attached. Many nice guys feel consistently overlooked because they expect their kindness to be reciprocated. But that rarely happens. Instead of focusing only on kindness, strive to develop other qualities that contribute to a well-rounded character. Confidence, assertiveness, and a sense of purpose are attractive traits that can complement your kindness and make you more appealing. For example, if you like someone and constantly do nice things for her, like buying coffee or helping with projects, she may appreciate your gestures. But if you never express your own desires or show any romantic interest, she may never see you as more than a friend. On the other hand, if you combine your kindness with confidence and make your intentions clear, you create potential for a deeper relationship. In short, kindness is a great starting point and can open many doors, but it's not the key to unlocking a woman's heart, especially if you expect something in return. Embrace the Stoic principle of acting virtuously for its own sake and focus on becoming a well-rounded individual. This way, your kindness will be genuine and you'll be more likely to build meaningful, fulfilling relationships. Nice guys often hide their true nature around women, but this is a mistake. Contrary to Stoic principles, as a Stoic, you should strive to live true to your authentic self, embracing who you really are. Imagine how you act around friends, lively, confident, sharing interests, cracking jokes, and enjoying attention. That's when you're genuine and attractive. However, many nice guys undergo a drastic change when around someone they find attractive. Suddenly, they try too hard to project the image of a good man, avoiding any behavior that might seem aggressive or selfish. This shift, though well-intentioned, often backfires. Women can often tell when someone isn't being authentic. They're not drawn to men who act overly passive or try too hard to please. Women are attracted to authenticity. They want to connect with people who have interesting things to say, who can laugh and aren't afraid to be themselves. Think about the last time you hung out with friends and conversation flowed effortlessly. You teased, shared thoughts without filtering, and didn't worry about impressing anyone. Now compare that to a date where you felt compelled to agree with everything the other person said, or avoided talking about your interests because you feared they might not find them appealing. The latter is exhausting and unsustainable. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, reminds us in his meditations to live true to ourselves and not pretend to be something we're not. He wrote, "Never regard something as beneficial if it makes you break a promise or lose self-respect." This advice applies to all areas of life, including relationships. When you hide your true nature, you lose respect for yourself and create a foundation of dishonesty in any potential relationship. So, instead of molding yourself to fit an image, just be you. If she doesn't appreciate the real you, maybe that relationship isn't meant to be. But you're far more likely to capture attention and form genuine connections when you stop dimming your personality. Embrace your individuality, stay true to your principles, and let your authentic self shine. This approach is not only more attractive, but also sustainable and fulfilling in the long run. Do you always let her make decisions? Do you find yourself waiting for the woman you like to notice you and take the first step? This is a common mistake among nice guys. They invest so much time and effort into someone they like, then sit back and hope she'll make a move. However, most women value men who take initiative. If you're interested in someone, you need to show it confidently and directly. Face the truth. If you're always on the sidelines, waiting for her to make the first move, you might never get noticed. Confidence is attractive, and showing you can take charge reflects a strong, appealing character. Imagine a scenario where you admire a woman from afar. You constantly think about her and try to be around her, hoping she'll see your value and take the lead. But the problem is, you're putting your happiness in someone else's hands. This isn't just about dating, it's about controlling your life. Stoics believe in taking responsibility for their actions and not leaving things to chance. Don't put yourself in a weak position in your relationships. You won't get anywhere by just standing on the sidelines. Even if things don't go smoothly, at least you know you gave it your all. Fear of rejection can paralyze you, but remember that inaction is the real enemy. By taking initiative, you not only show your interest, but also prove you're willing to take risks for what you want. Each time you step up, you're building resilience and courage, key qualities for personal growth. If you're at a party and see someone you like, Don't just stand in the corner hoping she'll come talk to you. Confidently approach her, introduce yourself, and start a conversation. This isn't about being aggressive. It's about showing genuine interest and taking control of your fate. Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. You can't control how others respond, but by taking initiative, you're practicing self-reliance and courage, both central to Stoic philosophy. This mindset doesn't just apply to romantic pursuits, but to all areas of life. Each time you take initiative, you strengthen your ability to act and reduce the anxiety that comes from uncertainty. Even if the outcome isn't what you hoped for, you gain experience and grow stronger in your resolve to live true to your principles. Remember, being a nice guy doesn't mean being passive. It means being respectful and kind, but also strong and assertive when it comes to your own life. So next time, don't wait for opportunity, create one. Show your interest, take the lead, and embrace the Stoic virtue of courage. Even if the result isn't what you expected, you'll be satisfied knowing you lived by your values and took charge of your own path. Living with integrity and courage means stepping out of your comfort zone and taking bold steps toward your goals. Each time you act with purpose, you're building a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Do you find yourself instantly smitten when you meet a beautiful woman? This common mistake, especially among nice guys, can lead to frustration and resentment. Nice guys often commit too deeply too soon. They get swept up in the excitement of meeting someone attractive and invest before truly knowing the person. But the truth is, most women may not be right for you. When looking for a partner, chances are 99% of women won't match your personality. Yet many men focus mainly on a woman's appearance from the start. Nice guys often fall into this trap because desperation can cloud judgment. When you're desperate for a relationship, you might fall for anyone. However, women often aren't attracted to men who fall for them too quickly. They meet plenty of men like that. Women are drawn to men who maintain some distance, who aren't instantly captivated by their beauty. These men don't rush to shower them with compliments or do countless favors. Instead of trying to win her over quickly, they let women come to them. So, hold back a bit. Just because someone is physically attractive doesn't mean you should dive in headfirst. By showing restraint, you'll have a better chance of building a real relationship. Tie this to Stoic principles. Stoics teach us to practice self-control and be cautious with initial impressions. When you meet someone attractive, it's easy to get carried away by emotions and excitement. But a Stoic would advise you to step back and assess the situation rationally. Are you drawn to this person for who they are, or are you just reacting to their appearance? For example, you meet a woman at a party. She's stunning and instantly grabs your attention. Instead of diving in and trying to impress her with compliments and favors, take a different approach. Engage in a meaningful conversation. Ask about her interests and values, and stay genuinely curious about her as a person, not just an object of desire. This not only sets you apart from countless men who fall too fast, but also gives you a chance to build a relationship based on respect and mutual understanding. By slowing down and practicing self-control, you'll make better decisions and form healthier relationships. Look for someone who shares your values and can join you on your journey of personal growth. So, next time you're drawn to someone's appearance, channel the Stoic within you and take a moment to reflect. This way, you'll be on the path to building more meaningful, lasting relationships. Have you ever asked a woman exactly what she looks for in a partner? She might mention wanting someone sensitive, a good listener, or supportive. Nice guys easily hear this and try to become exactly that molding themselves into the perfect image of sensitivity and thoughtfulness they think women want. However, women often only share part of what they truly seek. They may not explicitly mention the need for chemistry or alignment, as these are more intuitive desires. So, while you're busy checking boxes to be the perfect listener or the most thoughtful friend, you might miss the deeper connection that sparks true attraction. While women may value kindness and sensitivity, initial attraction is critical. They're drawn to someone who ignites romantic interest, makes them laugh, and carries wit and confidence. Imagine a man who listens attentively, remembers every detail, and is always ready to help. While these are admirable qualities, they don't necessarily light a spark. Women want to feel a connection beyond mere kindness. They want excitement, challenge, and a touch of surprise. In Stoicism, it's vital to be true to yourself and live by reason and nature. Apply this to relationships. Stop trying to become a checklist of traits you think will make you more attractive. Instead, focus on being yourself. If you're naturally caring, let that shine, but also show your other qualities, your passion, sense of humor, and confidence. A Stoic understands that inner virtue and authenticity are more attractive than any superficial attempt to fit someone else's ideal. Trying to match another's ideal is not only exhausting, but also unsustainable. Instead of just listening and nodding in conversation, share your thoughts and opinions confidently. Show you have your own perspective and aren't afraid to express it. This doesn't mean being rude or dismissive. It means being genuine and engaging. Laugh, tease playfully, and bring a sense of fun to your interactions. When you engage with genuine interest and enthusiasm, it shows you're comfortable with who you are. Women appreciate a man who's at ease with himself, who doesn't just aim to please, but also challenges and excites them. So, instead of rigidly following a checklist of traits, focus on creating a real connection and romantic tension. Your best qualities shine brightest when there's attraction to allow her to appreciate you fully in the context of romantic interest. Remember, a true Stoic man is self-aware and confident, not just a nice guy trying to check all the boxes. If you've stayed with Stoic Path this far and are still engaged, Stoic Path invites you to pause and comment below with, "Stop being too nice." This simple action signals you truly resonate with the message we've explored. Your engagement means a lot and is a testament to your commitment to personal growth. Now, let's dive deeper and keep exploring together. Do you believe flaunting your wealth will make you more attractive to women? While financial stability can be appealing, merely showing off your money won't win genuine affection. Take your luxury car, for example. Most women aren't impressed by what you drive. They care more about who you are when you step out of it. A fancy car doesn't turn a nice guy into a confident partner. In Stoic tradition, true confidence and self-worth come from within, not from external possessions. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul is dyed by the color of its thoughts." This means your character and behavior speak louder than any material wealth. Humble confidence and self-respect have a far greater impact than any display of riches. Imagine two scenarios. In the first, you go on a date in your luxury car, wearing designer clothes and an expensive watch, but spend the evening talking only about your possessions and achievements. In the second, you drive a modest car, wear simple, well-kept clothes, and engage in meaningful conversation, listening attentively and showing genuine interest in your date's thoughts and feelings. Which do you think will leave a lasting impression? Using your financial status as bait can backfire. People will notice, and not in a good way. Women can tell when you're trying to buy their affection, and it can come off as insincere and shallow. Genuine connections are built on personal qualities, not your bank account. Instead of relying on your wallet, focus on developing your inner virtues, like integrity, kindness, and resilience. These qualities are the foundation of true attraction and will help you form lasting, authentic relationships. So, ditch the designer labels and stop bragging about your assets. Embrace the Stoic idea that your value isn't defined by what you own, but by who you are. By shifting your focus from material wealth to personal growth, you'll not only become more attractive to women, but also find greater fulfillment and peace in your own life. Do you often tell people you're a good person? This is a common mistake nice guys make. They want others to notice and appreciate their kindness, to see them as different from the bad guys out there. But boasting about being kind only weakens you. Truly kind men don't need to proclaim it. They don't seek recognition or rewards for their good behavior. So, don't feel frustrated if women don't praise your kindness. If you choose to be kind, do it because it's right, not because you expect something in return. Stoics believe in doing good for its own sake, not for external validation. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, taught that we should focus on what we can control, our actions and attitudes, rather than others' reactions. When you constantly seek praise or approval, you're putting your happiness in others' hands, which Stoics advise against. Imagine you help a friend move into a new apartment. You spend the weekend lifting heavy furniture and organizing their space. You expect a heartfelt thank you or a gesture of appreciation, but what if it never comes? If your motivation was to be praised, you'll feel disappointed, even resentful. But if you helped because you believed it was the right thing to do, the lack of recognition won't disturb your inner peace. This applies to how you interact with women. If you're kind to a woman hoping she'll see you as better than other men or reward you with her attention and affection, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. True kindness comes from strength and confidence, not from a desire for recognition. Take Marcus Aurelius as an example, a Stoic philosopher who reminded himself to do good without expecting anything in return. He wrote, "Don't act as if you'll live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while you can, be good." This wisdom teaches us that life is fleeting, and our time should be spent doing good for its own sake, not waiting for applause. So, how can you apply this to your daily life? Start by examining your motives when you do something kind. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? Because I truly want to help, or because I hope to gain something from it? Practice selflessness by doing good deeds without telling anyone. Let your actions speak for themselves. For example, if you're on a date, don't keep track of how many times you've paid for dinner or done something nice, hoping for something in return. Enjoy the moment and focus on being present and genuine. Over time, you'll find that this approach not only aligns with Stoic principles, but also builds real confidence and self-respect. Remember, the essence of Stoicism is cultivating a virtuous character and living in harmony with nature. By doing good without seeking praise, you free yourself from the chains of external validation and embrace the true strength of inner peace and integrity. Do you always say yes to whatever a woman asks? Do you quickly offer help, even when it inconveniences you? This is a common trap for nice guys. They crave attention and validation, thinking that by doing favors, they'll prove how great they are and win affection. However, this approach often backfires. Constantly doing favors doesn't actually help you. Instead, it can make you seem desperate and taken for granted. Stoicism teaches the importance of self-respect and personal boundaries. A Stoic man understands that his value isn't defined by how many favors he does for others. He knows that genuine respect and affection come through character, integrity, and mental strength. Confident Self-respecting men don't rely on favors to win affection. They have clear personal boundaries and stick to them, knowing their time and energy are valuable. Consider an example. Imagine your friend Alex, who's always ready to help his girlfriend, Sarah, whenever she needs anything. Whether it's running errands, fixing things at her place, or canceling plans to be with her, Alex drops everything. At first, Sarah appreciates his willingness, but over time, she starts to take his kindness for granted. She doesn't see Alex as a confident, self-respecting man, but as someone always at her service. Now consider another friend, John, who's also kind and helpful but knows when to say no. He has his own priorities and respects his time. When Sarah asks John for help, he assesses whether he can assist without compromising his own commitments. If he can't, he politely declines and offers to help later. Sarah respects John because he values himself and isn't afraid to set boundaries. Interestingly, the ability to say no can actually strengthen relationships. When you respect yourself and your time, others are more likely to respect you too. It shows you have self-respect and won't be taken advantage of. If you don't value your time or respect yourself, don't expect her to either. In the spirit of Stoicism, remember that your primary duty is to yourself. This doesn't mean being selfish. It means understanding that your well-being and self-respect come first. By maintaining boundaries and valuing your time, you become a stronger, more confident individual. This not only boosts your self-respect, but also improves how others perceive and respect you. So, next time you're tempted to say yes to every request, pause and consider whether it's truly in your best interest. By practicing this small act of self-respect, you'll find that your relationships and sense of self improve significantly. Don't avoid relationship games. Nice guys often steer clear of relationship games, believing honesty and straightforwardness are enough. They tend to reject the subtle dynamics and challenges that often occur between partners, seeing them as unnecessary or even deceptive. However, the reality is that these interactions, often perceived as games, are essential for creating romantic tension and excitement. Both men and women engage in these behaviors to build sexual chemistry and deepen attraction. From a Stoic perspective, it's important to understand that while honesty and integrity are key virtues, navigating the complexities of human relationships often requires a nuanced approach. When starting any relationship, whether casual or serious, there's a bit of a dance. Each person tries to gauge the other's interest without revealing too much too soon. While it might seem like a game, this dynamic serves a purpose: assessing compatibility and mutual interest. Imagine a scenario where a man, let's call him John, meets a woman named Emma. John, a nice guy, believes in being open and direct. He immediately expresses his feelings and intentions to Emma, hoping for a similar response. However, Emma, like many, enjoys the thrill of gradually getting to know someone. She appreciates subtle cues and the gradual build-up of interest. By laying everything out too soon, John eliminates the mystery and intrigue that could lead to a lack of excitement in the relationship. Stoicism teaches the importance of balance and moderation. While it's crucial to be genuine and honest with yourself, understanding the social dynamics at play can help form deeper, more meaningful relationships. By completely avoiding the playful aspects of romantic games, nice guys like John may miss out on potential relationships. The issue isn't about deception or manipulation, but about recognizing and respecting the natural flow of human interaction. To avoid being seen as dull or overly predictable, embrace the subtle complexities of dating. Engage in playful banter. Enjoy the gradual reveal of interests, and let the relationship build its own unique rhythm. This approach doesn't compromise your integrity. It enhances your ability to connect on a deeper level. So, while it would be simpler if interactions were fully direct from the start, that lack of mystery can also lead to boredom. Embrace the dance of dating, balancing honesty with the understanding that some level of playfulness and strategy is part of human nature. By doing so, you not only improve your romantic prospects, but also develop richer, more fulfilling relationships with your partner. Why do women seem not to like you? Nice guys often have a long list of reasons. I'm too short, I'm too skinny, I'm not handsome enough. But all these are inaccurate assumptions. Men of all shapes, sizes, and appearances find success in love. Blaming your physical traits is just an easy way to shirk responsibility, making it seem like you have no control over your dating life. However, your ability to attract women has far more to do with your self-awareness and confidence than any physical traits. Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control and accept what we can't. Your height, build, or appearance are largely beyond your control. But what you can control is your attitude, confidence, and how you present yourself to the world. That's where true attraction lies. Consider the example of a man who, though not fitting traditional standards of attractiveness, exudes confidence and self-assurance. He walks into a room with his head held high, engages in conversations with genuine interest, and doesn't let perceived flaws dictate his interactions. This confidence is magnetic and draws people, including women, toward him. Stop using your appearance as an excuse and start building your confidence. This means facing your fears, challenging negative self-talk, and stepping out of your comfort zone. Take care of yourself, develop hobbies, and focus on becoming the best version of yourself. When you do this, you naturally become more attractive, not because of any physical change, but because of the inner strength and confidence you project. Remember, Stoicism teaches us to cultivate inner virtues. By building confidence and self-awareness, you not only become more attractive to women, but also a stronger, more resilient individual. So, let go of excuses, embrace who you are, and start working on what you can control. This is the path to true self-improvement and the key to attracting the right person into your life. As we wrap up today's discussion, take a moment to reflect deeply on what we've learned about the pitfalls of being a nice guy in relationships. Our journey through ancient Stoicism has revealed that virtues like wisdom and justice are crucial, and simply being kind, while admirable, may not lead to the romantic outcomes many hope for. Stoicism doesn't reject kindness, but teaches us to engage in virtuous actions without expecting rewards or specific results. This philosophical perspective encourages us to be authentically ourselves, showing sincerity and a balanced approach rather than superficial kindness, which truly fosters meaningful respect and connection. If today's exploration of balancing genuine kindness with Stoic principles resonated with you, don't forget to like this video and leave a comment sharing your thoughts or experiences. Also, be sure to check out the recommended videos on your screen for more discussions on applying Stoicism to daily life. Your engagement helps Stoic Path grow and continue providing valuable content. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe to the Stoic Path channel for more insights on building deeper, more meaningful connections.